Anybody out there in TV land? How are you tonight? Anybody around? Gonna wait just a minute to see if anybody comes. I have some things to show you this evening. Some fun things. We're gonna be working with Prized Peony and anybody there? Oh, hi. How are you? Okay, so let's see. How are you, KB? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Hi, Mary. How you doing? Okay, one of these days I'm going to figure out how to look at the camera and then flip the camera. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, so, well, we're kind of waiting for a few people. I want to show you guys this. This is in the holiday catalog, poinsettia petals, and it comes with beautiful dies. These won't be available till September 1st for you guys, but I was making some swap cards that I mailed off to Texas. Look at this beautiful poinsettia. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So on my swap cards, I used little pearls in the center, and it made it really pretty, very finished looking. So it's really hard to tell. I don't know if you can see or not, but the petals are all actually embossed. They all have kind of like veins in them. It's a pretty cool set. So this is something to look forward to. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Can you believe we're saying happy holidays? It's a month early this year. All right. We are going to use Hippo and Friends dies. We're not going to use the Hippo and Friends stamp set tonight. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure I bought the stamp set. It has the little hippo images, but I just love the labels. These are all stitched. These ones are stitched. These ones are not stitched, but they have like an embossing in them when you cut them. They are very, very pretty. So we're going to be using these tonight on our card, and we are going to be doing Prized Peony. Oh, look, I did buy the stamp set. Hippo Happiness is the stamp set. Oh, Mary, you're right. August 4th, not September. I'm on last year's calendar. Thank you for correcting that. August 4th, the holiday items will be available. Hippo Happiness. This is the stamp set, and this is the dies that go with it. So really cute. I love this little butterfly. Anyway, we're going to be using those tonight. We are going to use Forever Fern in what we're doing. We're only going to be using the hello stamp, and then we're going to be using a couple of the dies. But I pulled that. But this is the feature of our presentation tonight. Prized Peony. And here's my card. What do you think? It's in that new Magenta Madness color. I love this color. So, I don't know if you can tell or not, but this is embossed. So, let's start on this. I'm going to put this aside. Pull my big image out. And what we're looking to do is we are going to mount our image. And we're going to take Versamark. Have you all heat embossed before? I'm not actually going to heat emboss everything, but I'm going to give you an idea. So this is my Versamark pad. And we're going to, this is just on some scrap white. And then we're going to take our little tray, shake it all over our little, I don't know if you can see that from the reflection, but it's there. I'm getting up to see if I can see what you can see, but it's there. This is just white embossing powder. It's in the catalog. We have several colors available. And if you've never heat embossed, this is very fun. I always do this on the back. I'm going to put this tray aside. Now, if you haven't heat embossed, we have a heat tool. You can also use a hair dryer. And basically, what you want to do is you're just going to heat it. Now, the white embossing powder, you have to be really careful because you can actually burn it and turn it kind of a brown color. And I know it's going to be difficult for you to see and to listen to this obnoxiousness. So guess what I have? Voila! I have another piece all heat embossed. Can you see it all raised? It gets a little bit shiny and kind of a little bit bubbly when it's all done. So, that's through the magic of TV there for you. All right. Then what we're going to do is we are going to take Magenta Madness. This is called Burping a Pad if you haven't seen it. Squeeze it, get a little ink on the cover, like that. And I'm going to take the new Just Jade. These are the new ink colors. Mary, I think you might be the only one with me tonight, huh? That's okay. It's kind of like a private viewing. Have you seen these, Mary? They're the new water painters. These are awesome. These are replacing the old aqua painters. I suggest keeping them in the original case. There is a very fat brush, which is great when you're trying to do like sky or ocean, anything huge. And then we have a very thin brush and a medium brush. And these are very cool. So you just unscrew them and you fill them with water, same way you did the old ones. All right, I am going to pick up some of the pink. And because it's heat embossed, the embossing is going to resist. And I am literally just going to go in and add color. Now, when you do this, you want to make sure you are either using watercolor paper, which I did not use, or you're using extra thick white cardstock. Because the water, you want to make sure that it's... yeah, Mary, these are awesome. I hadn't seen them either, and I saw another demo using them on something. Okay, I'm not going to totally finish that because I don't want to totally bore you, Mary. But I'm using the really fine point to do the stem. It'd be better if it were flat, but because I'm trying to hold it up so it's in your view better, I have to see the light. See, my head goes where the camera is. And so it makes it hard to lean over to see exactly where it goes. I should have a brighter light shining down here. But you get the point. Through the magic of TV, you take it and you use the die cuts that come in the peony stamp. Where's my die cut? This big die cut. Cuts it out perfect. Voila. And so through the magic of TV, we're going to close up these inks. And that's what we have. Okay, now I chose, Mary, you're going to laugh. I used my Whisper White to heat emboss on, but that's okay. I'm going to grab another piece of Whisper White. Hold on one sec. I'm right behind you. I'm going to use the cutter. There we go. Oh, now there's someone else on. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? I accidentally used embossing powder. Sarah, we're watercoloring. So I used Whisper White. No, not Whisper White. I used white embossing powder and stamped the peony image. And then I just watercolored it. Have you seen the new watercolor pens? They're awesome. There's a really skinny one that right now has green on it. There's a medium one. And then there's, look at the big fat one for when you want to do like your, I don't know, like when you want to do the whole background in a color, whether you're doing a sunset or whatever. And they come in an awesome little case to hold them in. So, all right. So now back to this. I have my base. And I am going to... This is almost like a team meeting, guys. Okay. So I'm going to fold my base. Now, I cut out of the Forever Fern. I just used a couple of the dies. I used this big die, and I used this die. I have 2 sets of dies in here. Your Forever Fern does not come with this many. I own 2 sets of dies because I mass produce. And I just cut out, this is out of vellum. And there's the Just Jade. So I am going to take my Magenta Madness. I'm looking for my tape here, guys. I'm sorry. I had it here. I pulled it over. I really did. Here it is. Okay. I am going to take my Magenta Madness. I'm all over the place. This one is 4 by 5 1/4. Did you guys just catch what happened? I keep telling everybody, if you start to run it and it doesn't lay down tape, just go back over to where the adhesive was and it'll run real smooth. So that just happened to me. I was going over the original. Okay, I'm going to put this down. Oh, awesome. What color are you painting it, Sarah? This is the In Color DSP cut at 4 7/8 by 3 5/8, and we're gonna layer it on white at 3 3/4 by 5. This is can you see the texture on this paper? It's pretty cool. I love this. I really like it in the Midnight Muse color. That's polka dot on the other side. So what color are you painting in your craft room, Sarah? I saw you say you were painting it. My goodness, I'm having trouble seeing this white layer on the white background. It's the old eyes, you know. Getting older by the day. Okay, awesome. All right. This is the Forever Greenery ribbon. This is the most incredible soft, like ivory color, off-white, and this is a gold. I have one open that we're going to use. It's almost to the end of the roll. Hopefully I'll get it all out there. And I'm just going to wrap this around, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. Enough to, because it's so thin, I just want to add a little extra to it. Let me get a pair of scissors. Like so. And I'm just going to tie just a regular bow. Hi Jane, how you doing tonight? Good to see ya. Ooh, light gray. Very nice, Sarah. You gonna do any accents of colors? Whoop. Jane, your MIDI cut is going out to you tomorrow in the package. I was able to stuff that in your package. The little mini guillotine cutter. Okay. So, that's the Forever Greenery trim. And what I'm going to do is, now that I've wrapped that around, you see I just did it randomly. I wasn't fussy about it. I'm going to add some of the new seal to it. And we're going to adhere that to the card base. Gray with gray, huh, Sarah? Okay. Awesome. Now, if you don't have a handy-dandy rubber crafts sheet, I highly recommend you get one, because for this card I'm not going to mess around with the adhesive. You could use Tombow glue and apply just a little bit at a time. I'm just going to put the adhesive right on it and then set it down like that. It's great because the adhesive does not stick here. And then I'm going to put, this is just vellum out of the Fern, if you're just joining us, the Fern set, Forever Fern. Love those dies. It's probably my favorite. So there was enough adhesive from laying down the green that I was able to just lay that down. And I'm going to take my, for anybody who's just joined me, we heat embossed the big floral image from Prized Peony. I just did white embossing powder, and then I used the new aqua painters to paint the colors. The color does not stick to the heat embossing. This is a very fun, cool technique. So we are going to add some dimensionals to that. like so. Thankfully, I remembered to take the stamps off the blocks this week. Was anybody watching last week when I inadvertently... Oh, I pulled my bow a little too much. There we go. I inadvertently left my blocks on the... my stamps on the blocks. There we go. And I'm leaving this rubber mat down so that we can see where we're stamping. And I, unfortunately, the new cling stuck super, super strong. And I had a hard time getting the stamps off. You know, you live and you learn. I tell everybody it's going to happen. I guess I didn't take my own good advice. All right, so I pre-cut this. I pre-cut two because, you know, you never can tell when you're not going to stamp right. This is Hippo Happiness. This is the bundle. I love all the shapes. These are beautifully stitched shapes from Hippo Happiness. Not something I would use all that much. I think I only bought the dies at first and then went back and bought the stamps because I saw a couple cute ideas with this. This is so cute. It's Hippo Birthday to You, and there's little sheep. It's kind of cute. But anyway, we are going to take the Hello Greeting from Forever Fern. And we are going to use, have you seen the saddle brown stays on? I love it. I love it. I'm a brown girl. I like the browns more than I like the blacks. I have to admit, I tend to migrate towards the brown colors. Okay, if you own any stays-ons at all, you want to make sure you keep this. It's very important. It is what seals this. This is an alcohol ink, and it will dry up very quickly if you don't. So it needs to have a good seal, and that little plastic, I don't know why I'm doing it that way, and that little plastic piece is what seals that ink so it doesn't run out. Okay, let's see. I think I can do this without stamping it upside down. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because the shape is kind of universal. A little crooked. We're going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to add this on with a couple glue dots. Couple glue dots. Keeping it neutral, yeah. Keeping it neutral. That's a good palette that way, right? Okay. I'm going to pop this right on there. And that's it. Voila. That was pretty quick and simple, huh? Oh, I almost forgot. These are the new In Color Enamel dots. Love these. So I'm actually adding the yellow. What's the color? Bumblebee. No, what's the color? Oh my goodness, you think I would know, wouldn't you? Pull a name pad. It is, wow, I can't even read that. Oh, there we go. Bumblebee. It is Bumblebee. So I'm just going to take a couple of the little enamel dots. I'm not going to do it with my scissors, though. You know why? That's a very bad example. I'm going to use my pick-me-up tool. You know why that's a very bad example? Because I one time sliced my finger good using the what's the word I'm looking for? The scissors. So anyway, those are great. You get a big package of them. All the new In colors. Love those. And that's it. Quick and simple, really easy. Before you go, I just want to show you a couple things. If you just joined us, I did want to show you the beautiful poinsettia I made with the new poinsettia petals. It's coming up August 4th. Thank you, Mary. It's got these awesome dies, and the dies emboss when they cut. So the outside edge is the cutting die, the inside edge is the embossing die. So you could even use this and just emboss, you know, like a layer, and then put things on top of it without actually cutting anything out. It's really pretty. I can't show you the inside of the catalog yet, or else I would, but I made swaps, and these were what I put on my swaps. But before you go, let me, one last call. Saturday is the last day to register for the Playful Pets class. You will make 2 of each card, so you make a total of 8. This one's a shaker card. I don't know if you can see that or not. You'll get a full package of these little trinkets, which are absolutely adorable. I'll show you. And then in your card kits, I will give you some to put in the shaker. They're little dog bones and little hearts. So I will give you a bunch of the, hi Emily, I'll give you a bunch of the dog bones to put in your shaker card. And you do not have to own the stamp set to do this class. Stamp set helps with the greetings, but you can use any greeting from any stamp set that you have. And you'll make 2 of each. This one's kind of funny. I actually cased this one from the catalog with the little vet, like he's got like a little cone on. How many of our pets have had that? This guy has the little heart trinket on his collar. So like I said, you don't have to have the stamp set, but you can buy the stamp set, and they will, if you add it onto your class, they will ship free. If you go to mystampingsspot.com, all the information is there. You'll get a full pack of trinkets. You'll get the ribbon. It's a really cute ribbon. See, I've used the black and white here and here, and I used the red and white here. I actually used the black and white there too as well. So you get a full pack of ribbon. It's 2 full things, and a package of the little trinkets. And you don't need to use these trinkets to make these 8 cards. The ribbon, the trinkets for the cards, that'll all be in the kits. This is extra. And then you'll get a half pack of this really cute paper, DSP. It will be cut 6 by 12. That makes it easy for mailing. And all these images are cut from the DSP. So I will pre-cut them, and they will be in your kits, but then you'll have more at home to play with. Look at these cute little paws. This is what's on the shaker card. This is on the other card. It's all kitties and doggies, and a lot of cute patterns. So you'll get half pack of 6 by 12 DSP, full package of the trinkets, the 2 skeins of ribbon. You'll get the 8 card kits, the little jar bubble, and all the pieces to make the shaker card and him. So you'll walk away with 8 cards, all that product, $32 shipped. If you're local and you want to do it as a class to go with a porch pickup, it would be $28. So you just have to, if you're going to have it shipped, you go to mystampingsspot.com, and you can just pay right through there. There's a link there. And if you want to do a porch pickup, you'll have to email me so that, and I'll have to invoice you separate. But thanks, Sarah. So I don't know. What do you think? This is cute, isn't it? This little card. I love heat embossing. I don't do it as often as I should, but I do like heat embossing with watercolor. And like I said, if you try this technique, don't use it on the regular Whisper White. Make sure you use the extra thick Whisper White cardstock, or use the watercolor paper, although the watercolor paper does have a texture. But anyway, all right. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. And put that Prized Peony set there. And we'll see you next. I'm going to say Wednesday night, but it seems like every Wednesday night I mess up somehow. Maybe I should just plan next Thursday night. How about next Thursday night? Next Thursday night, same bat time, same bat channel. All right, so we'll see you next Thursday at 6 o'clock. Thanks, guys. Keep stamping.